No one gave a fuck about my music at all. Nobody. There's a lot of people that be like, yo, I've been down with you since Durba Durba Durb. Motherfucker, I was alive in Durba Durba Durb, and there was no comments on my shit. You were not down with me back then. Stop lying. This was that time. The time that everyone pretends they've been down since. But nobody was down at that time. It was a very lonely time in my life. And there was this really dope photographer, and I seen all these fresh ass concert pictures and shit, and like interviews that this guy was doing. And so I created a fake account on Twitter, and I pretended to be my own fan. And I would just be on there like, yo, Ouija Macc is fresh. Yo, this video is fucking fresh, dog. And sometimes I was the only guy rooting for me, was that fake account. But one day I hit up this photographer dude, and I was like, yo, your photographs are the shit. You know what else is the shit? Ouija Macc, dog. You should take some pictures of that guy sometime. It'd probably be really good. It'd be a good idea for you to do that. And one day, I'm at work. I worked at this really fucking shitty job where I was like driving trucks and shit. And I'm sitting in this truck, miserable as fuck, and my phone rings. And it's the photographer guy. And he's like, hey, what's up, man? One of your fans hit me up and said I should do some photos with you. And I was like, hold on a second. I hit mute. And I was like, whoa! That shit fucking worked, bitch, it worked! I was hella excited about that shit. Like, that was like the first cool thing that happened to me as a person that makes music. And that was Jason Schultz. And Jason Schultz showed up to the crib to like shoot pictures and shit, and he brought Kev Buck with him to just like do lighting and shit. And like Jason Schultz was like, all right, you know, that was a good shoot. I got the pictures I need, peace out. And me and Kev Buck got to talking, and he was like, yo, you ever hear of Esham? And I fucking love Esham. So when I heard somebody say that shit, I was like, motherfucker, have you ever heard of Esham? And we just started like talking about shit, and we just had all the same interests. And like 5 hours later, me and Kev Buck were just still smoking weed, talking about shit. And he's been my boy ever since that day.
And then they made love.
I lied my way into his life. And I didn't tell him or the photographer that for like 5 years. One day, they were like, hey, whatever happened to that fan of yours that was like your biggest fan, the reason why we know each other? And I was like, about that.
Yeah, he just disappeared one day.
He got cancer.
Can we talk about Kev Buck's hair?
It's magic.
Ladies, truly, make some noise if you find Kev Buck attractive. Because I know I do. If I had to fuck any man, I'd die, I would die. But if I had to fuck any man or my kids die, you would be my second choice.
Second?
Yes.
Who's your first?
Bears first?
No, the first one would be your identical twin brother. Who don't exist, but I wish he did. Because I don't want to fuck you, you're my boy, but you look damn good, brother.
His brother Dev Buck.
I'd rather fuck the Kev Buck I don't know.
Yeah.
Just so it's not weird or anything.
I think, do you guys have a story that tell it together?
I think it's time, Ouija.
I was really trying to avoid having to tell this story for the second time.
Alright, we've told stories all night, but it's time for the story. There's two versions of the story.
I'm gonna tell mine first. I'm gonna tell my version first, the true, real one. And then he's gonna tell his version of the story.
That's right. Two very, very different versions of the story.